walking down the street, and you were there staring at me, standing there as if we should meet, and I knew with you it'd be easy.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to do this makeup look right here. Super fierce. I got the wing going on, I got a blue waterline, the lashes, all of it. It's super dramatic. Nykaa has just launched their Just Wink It eyeshadow palette, so I thought why not do a tutorial with it. This is not a sponsored video. I just thought since they launched, you might want to see how the color payoff is and how it looks on my eye, so that's why I did this look. So far so good, I'm in love with it. Also in this video I talked to you about my summer as a kid, like what we used to do as a family, what trips we took, how my college life was and stuff like that. Basically I just talk as usual. So yeah, if you want to sit back, relax and enjoy this long video, then please do so. Grab a popcorn, grab a beverage, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. So I'm directly going to jump in with my skin. I already have some moisturizer, but I need a lot more, so I'm going to go in with the Clinique Dramatically Different moisturizer. I used to love this. I'm going to put just a little bit, and I'm going to mix it with the MAC Stroke Cream in Pink Light. Okay, so I am wearing lipstick in this video, so don't mind me. I just wanted a little color on my lips because it's looking so pale. Okay, so my skin is looking really nice and glowy. I'm gonna move in directly to foundation. No, primer. Mals, I always forget primer. Okay, so for primer, I'm taking the Nykaa Prep Me Up Face Primer, Tone, Smoothen and Perfect. This is the one. They recently launched this. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm on the edge. I have like a love-hate relationship with this. That much, like you can't even see it because it is so thick in consistency. It's one of those really thick silicone primers, but it does build like a barrier. It does what do you say, blur out the skin. And I'm just gonna pat it on my skin. Okay you guys, my skin is looking so dull today for some reason. I need to do some masking really badly, but we're gonna move into foundation. I'm gonna take the Nykaa Skin Shield foundation. This is in the shade, I think, Hot Honey number 7. This is my shade. I'm gonna mix it up with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, my favorite foundation. This is in Y315. I'm just gonna go directly with the Nykaa Skin Shield first, and then I'm gonna see if I need the Makeup Forever because I think this foundation is pretty damn good. I really like the Nykaa Skin Shield. It's such a good foundation, man. You can see the difference like automatically. It's very skin-like. It definitely is a matte formula. Not extremely drying, I might say, but it's definitely a matte formula. Wearing a good amount of skincare underneath this foundation is essential. So what's going on, guys? Like, I know it's the end of May and summer vacations are almost over. I think you have like a few more days left before school or college begins. What's going on in school? Like, how was your vacation? How did you spend your summer vacation? I mean, I completely forget sometimes, like, oh my god, it's vacation time, it's summertime. So what's up? What have you been doing? What have you been learning? Did you read any new books? Did you learn a new language? Because I remember my summer vacations. Oh my god, I'm gonna talk about my summer now in school and college. College, not so much. I think my school summers were much more fun than my college ones, and I'll tell you why. So every May, when we knew it's like close to vacation time, like my dad really loved to travel. Okay, he loves to travel. It was like his everything, his passion. We used to wait till May till we could get out of the country. Like, we always went to such amazing places. Like, as kids, 3 of us, like Jamie and Jake, my brothers and I, we have seen like such amazing places that I cannot even imagine going to now because it's like so expensive. So I never knew what May was like in Bombay because we used to go for like 30-40 days straight up. It used to be one of those long family summer vacations. You know, we used to pack our bags and make sure like we're gone for 40 days. You're not gonna see the Sitlanis in Bombay. So it was so fun. Like, I kind of miss it. So are you guys like spending your vacation with your family? Are you spending it with your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend? Like, what's going on? Are you guys traveling this summer, or have you traveled? I think that's the part I miss the most about school, when it used to like chutti time, the last bell rings, you're out the door and you're like, yes, My entire summer's left. What am I going to do? I'm going to read a new book, I'm going to learn a new language, and all goes to shit because we don't do any of that. We just go on really long beachy vacations. This foundation by itself is so good. I don't even know if I want to use the Makeup Forever foundation because I love it as it is. I thought I really want to like go in with it, but I don't know. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Medium first. And this is such a good concealer. I ordered a new one, that's why you can see this back, but I constantly like reorder this concealer. It's so good. We used to plan these like really long vacations for like 3-4 weeks, and we used to just go and we used to come back right before school starts. Like, you know, if school started on a Monday, we used to come back on a Saturday. Like, what was jet lag at that point? I had no idea what jet lag was. We used to just like rough it up and hustle and go back to school. But we loved our summer vacation. It was one of my favorite times with my family. You know, I like really miss it. I'm just like, everyone's got so busy, and you know, we just like have jobs and stuff like that. But if you have a summer vacay, and if you had an opportunity, or if you do have an opportunity to go with your family somewhere, I think you should. Like, you can always get to chill with your friends later in life. They're never gonna go, but I think time with family is so important. And now that I think of it, you know, like as we grew up, we just wanted to spend time in Bombay because we never knew what summer was like in Bombay. And we used to always be like, I want to come back early, let's just go for 2 weeks instead of like 4 weeks, let's go for like 1 week. We used to like reduce the amount of time as the years went by. And I'm glad my dad like kind of forced us. He's like, no, let's just go and take the summer vacation like we always do. It's gonna be 4 weeks, we'll be back, your friends can wait. And I used to get so annoyed. I used to be like, oh my god, doesn't he understand? Like, I do not want to go on this family vacation. Like, you know, you're teenagers, and like, obviously I should not say these things out loud, but you're teenagers and that's what goes through your mind. And I'm so glad Dad actually pushed us to go for these family vacay, because dude, like now that's all I remember. Those memories are all that I have, and damn, they were so good. Yeah, I remember when we used to go to places, we used to get 2 rooms. So Jay and I used to bunk in one room, and Jake used to sleep on the ground, and we used to just like have these stories and inside jokes, and it was such a fun time. Now that I think about it, I'm just like, damn, I miss those times, you know. It's like, if you have the opportunity to go with your family somewhere, do it, ladies and gentlemen. Like, you should. Like, these times like will never come back again, because as you grow up, you get really busy, and then you have your partners, you get boyfriend, girlfriends, and then you want to spend the summer with them, and it's okay to do that, you know. But I feel like then you start like neglecting family time a lot, and you know, it doesn't feel good when you grow up. You're just like, damn it, I wish I'd spend a little more time with my family. But yeah, you should definitely do summer vacations. So what are you guys doing? I'm gonna quickly set my eye before I move on talking. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. This is in the shade Light. Okay, on the viewfinder, I see that my body is darker than my face. It's probably because of the light. In actuality, my skin looks pretty normal. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out before you guys come for me. Okay, let's move on with my stories. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows first, and for that, it's nothing new. I'm gonna use the Lakme brow definer in the shade Graphite. Okay, you guys, so for eyeshadow, I have something really exciting. Nykaa has launched their new eyeshadow palettes. It's called the Just Wink It eyeshadow palette. They have 5 eyeshadow palettes right here. Like you can see, it's a pretty PR box. So we have Caramel Crunch, Crushed Berries, Double Chocolate Chip, Sweet Sundae, and Peach Sorbet. Yum. It's got your neutrals, you've got your berry tones, again like a deeper brown smoky neutral. We've got some, again, berry and coral tones, and then over here we've got your peach sorbet, so more of a peachy tone. They're just beautiful colors all in all, and they put very beautifully together in the palette. This video is not sponsored by Nykaa. It's just something that I thought I should do since the palettes are launching. I thought you should know how it works, my mini review on it, nothing too much, and if it's worth it, etc. So I have used these palette before. Okay, I have used these. They were sent to me way before, and I must say I really like it. So far it does blend beautifully. I like the color choices in each palette and how they're pressed. They blend really nicely, but the price point is a little bit high. I think it's around 1300 to 1500 in that price range, and it's a little bit high if you ask me for 12 eyeshadows, but I don't know, I feel like if you buy this, it will not hurt you as much because they are good. It's a good palette all in all. So my favorite one has to be the Caramel Crunch, Double Chocolate Chip, and the Sweet Sundae. Those are my favorite like tones. But my number one favorite palette is this one. This is the Sweet Sundae palette. I just love the tones in this. I think it is so beautiful. Sweet Sundae, I love that color in there, like that beautiful violet pink color. I love the shimmer. It's my favorite shimmer in all the palettes. And then it's got peach, it's got neutral. Like, this is my favorite palette if you ask me. And I'm not gonna go into this palette today and create a look. I probably will do like an IGTV or something on this. I'm gonna try and use something new, something different, basically, not new. I want to use something that I know most of y'all will wear. I want to create like a wearable look for all of you, because so if you're planning to invest in these, I'm sure most of you will go like stick to these tones because they're more like your everyday tone. You've also got a black, you can create a chocolate smoky eye, a black smoky eye, whatever you want. It's very versatile, and I think having such a palette in everyone's like vanity is a must. Like, you have to have some neutral, okay, in your palette. So I think I'm gonna like stick to these tones today and try and create a look. I'm not sure what I'm gonna go for, but this is also Caramel Crunch and it is beautiful. Like this color right here, honey. I think I'm gonna like dive into the shimmers here. It's got like beautiful shimmers and stuff. And then even Peach Sorbet has been like one of my favorites again. This color tone, this corally color tone, has always been my favorite. You guys know it. So yeah, this is also one of my picks. Alright, so now that we're done, let's continue talking about my summer vacay, because like I'm thinking of it now and I miss it a lot. I'm gonna use the Double Chocolate Chip palette first. And you get this little thing here. This is good for like shimmers, to be honest, with the shimmers in the palette, but I don't generally use this. I'm gonna keep that aside. And we're gonna dive into our first transition shade. I'm gonna take this shade right here. You can see the color instantly, so there's a good color payoff with this. You can definitely build it up and make it darker. This is sort of a poop shade. And dude, poop shades are my favorite. Like, I love a good poop shade eyeshadow. It really creates a good transition. So we used to always go with so many luggages, just like your regular Indian family does. Like, we always carry extra shit. We go with 6 bags, okay, because we're 5 of us, and then we used to come back with like 12 bags because we used to shop like maniacs. And yeah, it was like a pretty good life, guys. I must tell you, like, I had a really good childhood when it came to like vacations and that sort of a thing. I've been to like the best of mansions. I've been to like the best countries and cities possible. I've lived in the best possible condition when we went for vacations. Like, it was like a good holiday. It was like a really good 5-star experience for me. And I'm hoping to tell you guys all of the deeper stories in one of the videos where I'm just not doing makeup and anything and just chatting with you guys. Hopefully I'll do that really soon. But as a family, we used to bond so much, and the places we visited, to be honest with you, I should have written it down. We have visited like Singapore, Hong Kong, Macau, obviously Thailand, all parts of like US. We've gone to San Diego, Las Vegas, New York, LA. I've been to Mexico, Cancun, Hawaii, Maui Island in Hawaii. That's not even half of where I've been. I've been to like so many places, like I can't even remember. I've been to Monaco, I guess, and Monte Carlo, I think, and Cannes. Yeah, it's quite a few places. So like, dad used to love traveling, so we got all the perks of it. And yeah, we had the best of times. We clicked like amazing pictures, and I still have those pictures in albums and literally cannot fit anywhere, but I keep them like really close because you never know. Yeah, those memories are like everything. Wherever you go this summer, make sure you're clicking like shit ton of pictures. Like, it doesn't matter, live in the moment and all, but take pictures. Like, when you're 80, you want to reflect back on this time and see, be like, oh my god, this is where I was with my parents, this is where I was with my siblings, and you know, things like that. Okay, so this color is really good. I just love it just like that. I would leave it like that. So I'm gonna switch over to the Caramel Crunch palette, and I'm gonna take this shade right here. This looks like my shade, man. This is such a beautiful shade. I'm gonna take that on a PAC 274 brush. This is another blending brush. Just sticking to the outer corner and obviously taking a little bit onto the crease. What a beautiful shade. Like I'm saying, like, you know, if you do end up buying this palette, you're not going to regret it or be like, oh my god, I spent like 1300 or 1500 on this palette. You're going to get the use of this, you know what I mean? You're going to get a full use of this palette. I feel like it's expensive and you will like sort of question it, but I feel like you're not going to feel bad if you buy it. It's sort of that like that feeling, because it does give a really good color payoff and it blends quite easily. I don't have to do like, it's not patchy so far. So yeah, so far so good. I'm really actually liking it. What else can I tell you? I'm gonna come back to like school vacations or school time. Let's move on to like school time. What is going on in school? Are schools the same, or like have they changed activity wise? Do you have something different? Because we just had sports day and I used to die to be in the march past squad. Like that was my thing. Okay, who else loves to be in march past squads? Do you have march past squads? It's been like so many years for me now, and dude, it's been a long time. And now that I think of it, I'm just like, I used to miss the small parts of school. I never really cried at my farewell. Like I wasn't really emotional about leaving school. I was so pumped of leaving school and beginning college and growing up. I just wanted to grow up really fast and begin a job, earn my own money. Like I always wanted to do that, so I don't really miss school. I don't remember crying and shit. But there are some parts that I remember of school which are like so amazing, that I'm sure all of us have memories of. So I was in an all-girls school. I was in like Avabai Petit in Bandra in Mumbai, and it was an all-girls school. And I know what you guys must be thinking, like, all-girls school is so boring. Like, what did you do? You all didn't have like boyfriends, no crushes? We had all of that outside school, and we used to like hear stories of other people talking about their boyfriends, and like it was just a fun thing. Like being in a girls' school is a whole different like fun. It's like a whole different side that I don't think co-eds would ever know. And it used to be just no judgment. Is that weird? Like I know that if I was in a boys' school, I would so care about like how I looked, and like I would like wax really earlier in life and just to look a little pretty. And I don't think I waxed for a really long time in school. I was a really hairy kid, and we used to have like stashes, and we used to be like really pretty chilled out, and you know, we used to, I don't know, I think there was an environment where there was no judgment. Weirdly enough, I would not say that about today's times. Like in today, if I was in a girls' school, I would feel a lot of judgment. Is that weird? Is it like that? I'm just like assuming that girls in today's time like judge a lot, and because there's social media and how you're supposed to look a certain way, and I'm sure like school kids and school girls and boys in general are very like chic and posh. That's what I think. I don't know, okay, just correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like most of my brother's friends and stuff are pretty dang, like they look so like older than their age. When I was 13 and in like 8th grade, I had like hairy legs. I was basically a boy. Like I used to tie my hair in a boyish way. I used to not really care about grooming, so I was always like untidy. And I didn't care. Like I didn't even remember, I didn't even know what like waxing was or when I should thread my eyebrows. I didn't have, you know, so it's like free of judgment. It was pretty free because all of us were girls, and you know, it was just like a beautiful like place to be in. So what is it like for you girls and guys? Like let me know. Are you like grooming yourself so early on in school, trying to impress somebody, or are you just like letting go and you're like a normal school person? Like, because I'm pretty sure like nothing fun like style wise happened in school. We were pretty much like roughing it out all the time. And yeah, anyway, my most exciting part was the food in our school. Shocker. I used to love lunch breaks, as we all do, and I remember having this buffet system. Our school was pretty fancy like that. Like we used to carry tiffins for a while, and then the school came out with this whole buffet system where you know, they used to get new cuisines like every day. There used to be Chinese, then there used to be Indian, there used to be Italian, and girls who like subscribed to the buffet used to get different like cuisines every time, and it was so much fun. Different desserts every day. Do you have that system in school now? Do you have a buffet system or still a canteen system? It's the same canteen, samosa, vada pav, things like that. Oh my god, so cool. Yeah, so we had all of those as well. The canteen people, they were husband and wife, and they were really fond of me. So they used to ask me, Miles, what do you want tomorrow? Do you want Chinese? I used to love Chinese, still do. So I used to be like, can we get Hakka noodles? So next day, literally, she used to prepare Hakka noodles for the rest of the school just because I asked. So that was so damn sweet now that I think about it. Shit. So I'm gonna take this shimmer from the Caramel Crunch palette. This is the shimmer. It is pretty damn good. Okay, so they are a little bit dry, so I'm gonna go in with the Smashbox Primer Water and wet my eyeshadow brush. I mean, you know, you should always do that irrespective of what eyeshadow you're using. If it's shimmer, you might want to go in with a Fix Plus or something. It helps the eyeshadow sit properly. See, it instantly like got that glow. Yeah, I think wetting your eyeshadow really helps with any shimmer shadow, not just with this, but with any. You might want to go in with like a Fix Plus or something, because now it's helping. Alright, so now that we're done with the lid, I'm going to go ahead and deepen the outer corner. So what I'm going to do is go in with the same Caramel Crunch palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here, which is a really nice brown shade. So this will help smoke the outer corner and make it look a little, you know, smokier, if I may. So I'm taking that on a Sigma Blending E25 brush. I'm gonna take the Caramel Crunch palette and go in with this first shade that I took on the same blending brush, the EY222 brush, and I'm just going to bring out the orange on the outer corner just for it to look really nice and just get the 3-layer shadow, the orange, brown, and the shimmer. I want to blend everything together. Okay, so coming back to my school, yeah, we used to, like, some girls used to sneak in their phones. Do you sneak your phones in school? I'm sure you're just allowed to carry phones these days. I don't know, do you have like social media projects or something like that in school? Just like, it will blow my mind if you do and are allowed to get phones in school, but we weren't. But then you know how we were, like, girls used to sneak in their phones, and I used to be this really good girl in school. I still am, but I used to not sneak in anything. I used to be so petrified of sudden back checks. Do you have sudden back checks? We had sudden back checks. Oh my god. And if you were caught with anything that was not allowed, it used to be confiscated, honey. And how? But then I feel like these girls, you know, who used to check your bags, they used to have these like settings with them, and they used to be like, listen, I have my phone today, please don't tell anyone, la la la. Oh my god, the guts. I wasn't that kind. I used to be petrified of like prefects and like head girl. Yeah, I used to be like petrified of them, and just be like a really good girl, not falling into trouble at all. Yeah, so that was me as a school girl. I used to be very good and like, but super highly entertaining, let me tell you that. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, but when we used to have lunch breaks, okay, around like, when this was 8th standard, I think 7th or 8th standard, we used to I used to perform like this Jab We Met skit. You know Jab We Met, Shahid Kapoor. I used to be obsessed with Shahid Kapoor. Still am. I really like Shahid Kapoor. He's my favorite actor in the Bollywood industry. Not as crazy as I was before. Before I was like a lunatic. I used to be like, oh my god, I used to cry at the sight of him. But now it's a little toned down, of course. I'm 26. But I used to like rehearse this. I watched the movie over like 20 times and I knew every dialogue in that movie. So I used to enact Kareena Kapoor and Shahid Kapoor, and you know, I'm sure I mentioned this before, but for all of you who don't know, yeah, I used to like perform skits like every lunch break, and everybody did their own skill, you know. Some sang, everyone used to bring their like tiffin and like watch us perform and stuff. It was so entertaining. Like all of us together used to spend lunch break together. Is that weird? It's so sweet, I think. I had a few friends who used to mimic teachers really well, and they used to do it so on point. We used to be so entertained. We used to laugh so much. Do you guys do that on lunch break? Like, how do you spend your lunch breaks and short breaks? Like in the canteen, or what do you guys do? Tell me. I want to know what you do in lunch breaks these days. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the double chocolate chip palette. That sounds so yum. And I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's more of, again, like a deeper brick shade, and I'm just gonna put that on the outer corner. I'm taking this Sephora brush that I have. It's a detailed shader brush. Okay, this shadow has some purpley undertones to it. It's not like necessarily brown, it's more on the purple red side, which I think is good. I'm going in with the gold shade once more and just touching it up. I want to incorporate blue in some way on my eyes today, so I'm going to take the Nykaa Glamour Eyes in Blue Hex, one of my favorite blue pencils ever. And also a little bit outside the waterline, just gonna smoke it out tiny bit. I'm gonna take the PAC Eye 222 brush again. I feel like they're all called 222. It's like a flat detail brush, and I'm just going to smoke the blue liner really well. Okay guys, so once I'm done with the blue liner, I'm gonna go ahead and take the double chocolate chip palette again and go in with this black color right here, and I'm gonna make sure that I smoke the outer corner really well, again sticking to the same PAC 222 brush, and I'm just gonna go in the outer corner and create that smokiness. For all my babies who love a good wing, this is for you. I'm gonna go in with the Dot Pen liner by Mina. They have some pretty good liners actually, and I'm just going to line my eyes and create a wing because you guys love it so much. For mascara, I'm going to take the Lash Warrior Mascara by Flower Beauty. And we're going to plump that up before we move on to falsies. Damn, that's a wing. So yeah, my college life was pretty different every year. I feel like in 11th and 12th, by the way, I had the best 11th standard of my life. Like, I think 11th grade was my most favorite college year ever. I feel like I had really quick crushes and they dissolved really fast. Yeah, people, I had crushes, okay? All of you are like, well, you've been with Akhil forever. I've been with Akhil forever, I know, but before him, I had like boys I used to like in college and stuff like that. Oh my god, this was like beginning of 11th grade, okay? And it was quite fun, I must tell you. And then yeah, I mean, that was just basically it, and we participated in like college festivals and stuff. And as I got on to 12th grade, and then I just lost all the friends I had in 11th grade because of some huge misunderstanding. And then I realized that, well, having a bunch of, like, a lot of friends are not as fun as having a bunch of like 3-4 best friends, like, you know what I mean? And I realized that very later on in life. I felt like having a big large group of friends was so much more fun, but that just created a lot of drama and just like a lot of unnecessary shit that I didn't have time for and I couldn't care enough for. So I had to let those people go for whatever reason and moved on to 12th. I was so quiet, like everyone used to stare and be like, what happened to her? Because I used to be all around at 11th. I used to be at the campus. I was so loud, and I used to be like this girl with a bunch of friends. And then in 12th, I used to just go in class, walk out, go into class, walk out. I was just so disturbed. I don't know what happened, to be honest with you, but I was just like minding my own business and I did my thing, and I had one good friend and that was it. So those were my 11th and 12th standard. Not that exciting. When it came to 13th, 14th and 15th, that is degree college, I chose BMM, which is Bachelor's in Mass Media, and I think it was the most useless course I ever studied, and everybody will agree with me on that. But I mean, it was okay, it was fun. I think there I met some really smart people in that course. I finally began to understand the value of smart people, good people, and just having people who can converse with you and not just like have fun and smoke and do all those things. I didn't really enjoy smoking, drinking and stuff, and I realized I enjoyed conversations more. I enjoyed like learning new things. And so those, I was like starting to grow up when it came to degree college, which was amazing. I'm gonna go in to the Caramel Crunch palette, and I'm gonna take this grayish black shade right here, and I'm just gonna sort of deepen my crease a little bit. I'm taking the PAC 106 brush. It's like a pencil brush. It's sort of a gray color, and I just want to put it in the outer corner. So then I realized I was growing up and I was enjoying like a different sort of company, and I just like, I think I'm so glad that I went into BMM, because I found like my best friend there, and I became even closer to her in BMM. Ashna, I'm sure you guys know. So like I made like really good friends in my degree college. Like it's so important, guys, if you're in college right now, or even if you're in school, just keep this in mind. Like you might want to choose who you're hanging out with. You might want to pay more attention to that. It's not just about meeting anyone and just like joining the group just because you feel alone. I feel like watch carefully, observe, and just know who your crowd is. I feel like choosing those 4-5 people in college for the rest of the 3 years that you have in college is very important. You might want to observe who and what people are about, and you want to see like where you want to be at. I think it's important. It's not just like, Mars, they're just people, they're friends, it's college, let's have fun. Sure. So many values are inculcated in college. I feel like your friends add so much value to your life, and so do you. So I feel like please choose some amazing people that you spend your college life with. They are probably going to be the ones who are going to be there with you at your wedding, and maybe even for the rest of your life. So you want to make sure you are choosing the people who are going to add value to your life, and not just people who are up for just having fun all the time, not studying, bunking, going out just to drink, to smoke. Look, it's fun for a while, but after that it really gets monotonous, and you're like, okay, what next? Like, what value are you adding to my life? I know it sounds really serious, and you're like, Maz, chill out. Like, dude, it is so important. You'll realize as you grow up that these people are gonna shape you into becoming who you are, and the life decisions and choices you make are gonna depend on who your closest people are, because you're gonna be spending like most of your lunch breaks, you're gonna be sitting next to them, and whatever conversations you have, wherever you guys go, and it's just gonna intertwine. Like each of y'all are going to be involved in each other's lives, and I feel like I wish you choose really good people who have good values and who have a lot to add to your life. You know what I mean? It's really important to choose people like that, and I'm glad I did. I'm gonna move on to contouring my face. I'm gonna use the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess to contour and sculpt. Yeah, so that was my college and school life. I hope you guys enjoyed those stories. For blush, I'm gonna take the Mina blush. This is in 105. I've busted this out after so long. This is more of like a contour shade, more like. And then I'm gonna take Fallen Leaves by Colorbar. They're my favorite. This is the Matte Illusion blush. This is the one. So freaking pretty. I'm going to throw in some PAC Micro Finish Setting Spray. For highlight, I'm going to stick to the PAC BK12. I'm busting this out after so long. Whew, that is stunning. That is stunning. Okay guys, so for lipstick, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Lip Contour in Spice Girl. I think I want to go in a little more on the chocolatey side since my eyes look so chocolatey. I'm going to go in with the Nykaa liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Chai. So yeah guys, this is the final result. I really love how the eye look turned out. Like super fierce, something I don't do on the daily, but I mean these Nykaa palettes are pretty damn good. Like I said, it is expensive, but if you do plan on investing in it, you're not gonna be sorry because they are pigmented and they do like give you color payoff. So I think I mean, I like it so far. I've used just like 3 palettes. The links to all these products will be in the bottom bar down below, so don't forget to check that out. I love you for the 100th time, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye, you guys.